inside. So Aquaponics Build 2, 3 years later, is most of the framing's in. Put it in this little nook in my basement. I put poly up underneath the whole thing so that no water could get in behind in the insulation. And then on top of that I put, what are they called? They are heat blankets. So I'm going to put some reflective tape on there to get it tightened up. But the goal will be that I can just kind of pull down and cover the thing in reflective blankets so that all the light isn't wasted once I hang the grow lights, which will hopefully be in the next 2 weeks. It's sitting on concrete, and we're up in Canada here, so it's pretty cold. So I've got it sitting on insulation. And what's going to happen with the tank is I'm putting in pond liner, same as above, but this is going to act as the frame to hold the pond liner together. So I'm going to dangle the pond liner over top of that, and this will all be black. So it's sitting on insulation. And then the other piece is cold air intake, which is right here. So that is something I'm going to have to re-vent so it's not bringing in cold air from outside and getting to the grow bed and hurting the plants. Did run power in behind it, so I've got a power bar here. Wattage, this will tell me how much power I'm drawing, so I'll be able to accurately study the energy demand of growing this basically in complete artificial light. And then this is the exhaust from the furnace, so it's pretty hot. Not like it's flammable or anything, but it's warm to the touch. So what I'm going to do there is I'm going to wrap the whole thing in fireproof insulation and then put tin foil around it so that it's not a hazard and that everything stays fine. Eventually what I'd like to do, because this is waste heat and it's just venting to the atmosphere, I might wrap some copper coils around it and then create sort of a draw to pull the heat out and get it into the tank and maybe heat the water up, which would be kind of cool. I think if I could get a few degrees in my water from waste heat, I feel like that's a pretty good thing during the winter because it's just going to be wasted to the environment. That's pretty well it. The only other thing I'll be doing is I'll be building a mount here, and there will be putting a swirl tank there. So I'll be pumping the water from here to a swirl tank, and then it'll drop down into the grow bed. Here's the pond liner pre-cut. I just haven't put that in yet because I have to put my bell siphon in. So my bell siphon's probably going to go right here, and then away we go. So once the swirl tank's in, I'm hoping that it will really reduce the amount of maintenance that this thing needs, and also I'll have worms in the grow bed. So between those things, I'm hoping I don't have to touch it for a few years. So that is Aquaponics round 2. It's 3 feet by 4 feet, so I'm really hoping I can get some pretty solid growth out of it in the basement here. 3 feet deep, 4 feet wide, and then with the way I'm going to run the lights, I'm going to try to dangle 60 or 70 watt LED light off the front and maybe try to have some vine type plants growing down towards the ground. So we'll see, but stay tuned.